I would like to bring to the podium Karla Killinger.
Hi, I'm Karla, and I guess I showed my enthusiasm at being here and having the honor to direct this next number so much that they kind of asked me to say it again. And do you think I remembered what I said? Well, here goes. Anyhow, there's two reasons I'm totally pumped to be here tonight. First of all, this is the start of the 79th year of the Music Under the Stars. Bravo. Yeah, that's because of you people and because of our board and all the folks that are supporting live music, and it's a great joy. But I have a personal interest in it. My family has been a part of it for those 79 years, either as players in the band or as conductors. My dad was played at the first concert and was the first baritone soloist on the first concert day, and my oldest brother was there as a little toddler. Anyhow, I had played in this band for 50 years, and I had the privilege of directing with Dan Hartzler for 5 years in 2005 to 2010, and Dan directed many, many more years before that, and then along with my dad, Karl Killinger, who had directed 25 years. So that's the number one reason I'm so thrilled about this, because with the support, we're going to have live music hopefully back at the Capitol next year for the 80th anniversary, which would be absolutely awesome. Yay. The second thing is that this next number that Joel has asked me to conduct is a Karl King march. And our family has close ties with Karl King. In fact, I'll choke up a little bit about it because Karl King is Iowa's March King. He has written hundreds and hundreds of marches, and he is our Sousa. And he knew Sousa. And by the way, my grandfather knew Sousa with Karl King too. Okay, well anyhow, I divert. My grandfather, Henry Killinger, after being in the 14th Cavalry because of post-World War I, he joined the Army Cavalry on horseback and rode trombone down chasing the remains of Pancho Villa in Texas. Okay, that's another story, but they came up here to Iowa. He heard about the great March King, Karl King, who was just a few years older than him. He met Karl King as they were playing in the Sels Flotos Circus together. Karl was directing and my father was playing baritone. Karl helped my grandfather, Henry Killinger, start up the band, direct a band at the Gypsum Mill Band in Fort Dodge, and he convinced him to move up there and start his family, and Grandpa had started bands in Pilot Mound and Dayton and all around. Well, anyhow, close ties, and then they named my father Karl after his best friend. So we have long ties with that, and so this next piece is a great honor. It's actually one that we don't hear a lot of, but Mr. King wrote this for the Drake Relays. This is called the Drake Relays March by Karl King.